Finally, welcome to Oslo. After 5 years of planning, 2 years of intense working, I am, on behalf of the 1,000 members of NLA, thrilled to see that 1,467 participants are attending.
As landscape architects, we are really responsible for anything under the sky. Anything with the roof is architecture. So anywhere you walk, that's our responsibility to make your life better.
This is a really important statement to make globally, that landscape architects are concerned with climate change and that they're looking to change the way that we design our cities and the places we live in. So our profession has got all the skills and all the capabilities to do it. What we need to do now is to take our foot forward, and we need to be the leaders in that debate.
It means the space that we all share, everywhere that we're together.
It's all the spaces between buildings and a meeting point for everyone.
So less spaces for bad stuff, in a way, huh? More spaces for good interaction.
You're designing part of my future right now. So I just hope that as you're doing so, you remember who you're building for. I hope you will include young voices in your work. I hope you will focus on sustainability in everything you do. And that you will make your work part of the global movement fighting climate change. Please.
Good morning, everybody. It seems like you had a very interesting and very inspiring day yesterday. That was very nice to see, and you have a very big responsibility as well. I hope you are motivated for another day with more inspiration. But I would like to first congratulate Norwegian Association of Landscape Architects with their 19th birthday. Also congratulate to the NMBU for 100 years in the service of landscape architects. What a cause of celebration. 3 full days with 1,400 guests attending in a packed lecture hall is something not very many 19 and 100-year-old will ever achieve. So, my warmest welcome to you. My name is Kari Bucher. I am the General Secretary for the National Association of Norwegian Architects. And I'm very honored to host you for the next 2 hours. The main theme today, architecture, is about how we give form, both interior and exterior spaces, not only buildings, but also how we build society. How societies in general, and cities especially, are organized and formed affects and shape us as people. Our built environment may both make it easy for us to participate in society, but also build barriers. In a democracy which values equality and dignity, it is especially important that people feel taken care of when buildings and public spaces are planned and designed. Think of the cities you have visited, especially the ones you visit for the very first time. We are more sensitive and pay more attention to the culture and identity for new cities compared to the cities that we know well. We can experience beautiful cities, ugly cities, disoriented cities, or ones that are easy and difficult to navigate in, or cities which are developed from different time periods form a city's identity and expression. Some cities just feel right, while others are unmanageable. This is something we experience especially in cities we are unfamiliar with, or when significant changes in our own cities occur. Areas and buildings which are demolished, new areas which are rezoned or rebuilt, when the relationship between buildings and open areas is to be renegotiated. Oslo's most significant transformation in recent years is that the city has taken back the contact with the sea and with the nature, and for adapting to the green shift. We drive less cars, and public transport has increased dramatically. Oslo has also opened up to the fjord and is now looking towards the east, to the area where the city first was founded some 700 years ago at the end of Alna River. The debate of whether we shall build within our protected forest areas is not has been alive for as long as I can remember. We shall revisit all this within the next 2 inspiring hours. City planning and landscape architectures in Norway, or more specifically in Oslo. We will go back in time. We will talk about the green shift in public health, on participation, on how to transform the city center into an almost car-free city. We will talk about politics and the importance of architecture politics, and how to use politics as a tool for planning. Enabled to do this, we have gathered the most competent from their fields: Anne Beate Hovin, Frode Vattum, Helena Bjarnegård, and last but not least, Ola Bøttum. We will start with Ola. Over the past 40 years, Ola Bøttum has been one of the driving forces behind transformation of the Aker River, and one of the initiators in the effort to secure, organize, and make rivers in Oslo available to the city inhabitants. Ola Bøttum is concerned with the small things in life, the small invisible things that are important to moments in life, in the span between the tiny things and the crucial strategic choices. To me, it sounds like a very big and difficult room to move in. Few others know urban development in Oslo, as well as Ola Bøttum, both in experience and in length. Ola is an Oslo native urban planner and professor in landscape architecture at NMBU. Few others have this deep understanding of what it takes to make changes happen at the intersection of politics, economy, private and public interests. Even though both bureaucracy, regulations, formalities seems like an endless work, and much more complex for now, and it was 100 years ago, of course. We live in a more complex society. Ola is very optimistic on behalf of the architecture field. Ola, I'm looking forward to listen to all you have to say. Welcome. Give him a warm welcome.